Hello, Victory and Praise Connection Groups. God bless you. Associate Pastor Pinky Gates, continuing with the King who wore a crown of thorns. Yes, Jesus wore a crown of thorns that turned into a crown of victory. Jesus was mocked. He was lied on. They accused him. They spat on him. They beat him. But he spoke no words. He didn't even defend himself. He was quiet through the accusations. He was okay with them saying whatever it is they chose to say, and he was okay knowing that he was on an assignment. I didn't show up here for any particular reason other than obedience. Jesus' act of silence was an act of submission to the Father and what he was called to. There was a man, Simon, passing by, and he was called to carry Jesus' cross. He carried Jesus' cross, sharing his burdens and all that Jesus was going through. This was an act of discipleship. He was actually working and a part of the process and the plan that God had for Jesus. He was able to partake in that. He also was operating in obedience. They gave a drink, a bitter vinegar and gall drink for Jesus to drink, but he refused the drink. Jesus said, "No, I'm not going to drink that." He tasted it, he says, "No, I'm not going to drink that." So the drink was to numb the pain that he was going to endure, but Jesus chose. He made a choice to experience the full suffering. He trusted his Father so much that he said, "This is what my Father's requiring of me. I'm going to go through the whole thing just like he asked me to. Not altering it in any way." And then they mocked him. They stripped him. Sometimes people are stripped of things in their life, of their dignity, of hope, of love. But they stripped Jesus of everything as they mocked him and they ridiculed him and they beat him and they spat on him. But everything he went through, God turned it around. That what the enemy meant to harm him, God had a plan and a purpose. And he has a plan and a purpose for your life and my life. Sometimes it don't look like the plan that we would like to have. But just know that when your faith and your trust is in God, the plan that is in the end, we have to go through it to get to the end result, or you'll never know what the plan or the outcome or the end result. So question number 1, when you are accused, mocked, ridiculed, how do you respond? Are you silent? Or do you give them a piece of your mind? Question number 2, Simon of Cyrene was passing by and he carried Jesus' cross. What does Simon teach us about bearing our brothers or sisters' burdens? Question number 3, how do you pick up your cross daily and follow God? What does that look like in your everyday life? Question number 4, when they were mocking Jesus and they were saying, "If you be the Son of God, come down, save yourself." What is it that they missed, that they didn't understand about him not coming down? He could have clearly came down, but love held him on the cross for you and for me. I pray